Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is a little bit different. I haven't done one of these videos before on my channel, but I've seen so many people do them on YouTube and I think they're a little bit of fun. So as you guys can see by the title, this video is things I thought as a kid. I've written down 7 things that I thought as a kid, and this is just what I can remember. So I think I'll end up making like a part 2 of this video, maybe like in a few months time, once I have spoken to my mum and see if there's anything else that she can remember that I thought as a kid. It's weird as an adult reflecting on the things you thought as a kid, because sometimes you're like, how did I think that, or why did I think that? Like, that was so weird. Probably gonna be a bit of a shorter video, so hopefully you guys don't mind. I feel like a lot of my videos lately have been quite long. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into things I thought as a kid. So the first thing I thought as a kid was that sexy was a bad word. Like, I thought it was like a swear word, on par with the F word, on par with the S word, on par with the C word. I thought that sexy was one of those words that had to be bleeped out on the TV. And following on from that, I thought that if you had sex that you went to prison, because I thought it was a crime. Yeah. The next thing that I thought as a kid, I feel like I won't be the only one that thought this, so please let me know if this is you guys as well, but I thought that the white lines on the road moved. When your parents are driving down the road, that the white lines on the road move to kind of keep up with the car. I remember my mum told me once that when I was little I would like do this like in the car, and my mum was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, those white lines moving really fast. The next thing I thought as a kid, I feel like most kids think, and that is that the moon followed us home, because when you're a kid and you're in the car, the moon always seems to be in view, and then you get home and the moon is still there. But I mean, I feel like I can understand why you think that. Hopefully I'm in kind of the same position. My battery just died, so I changed it, and the neighbors were being very noisy. The next thing that I thought was that 18 was such an old age and 21 was absolutely ancient. Like, I remember thinking as a kid that like by the time I was 18 I would have my life sorted, I would be an adult, I would know how the world is supposed to work, I would be fearless. And then I thought like 21 I couldn't even like wrap my head around, because I thought 18 was super old, which is weird because then I got to 18 and I did not feel any of those things. I did not feel fearless, I did not feel like I had my whole life figured out, I did not feel like I knew how the world worked or anything. And even when I hit 21, didn't feel any of that. I'm 23 now and I still don't feel like that. And I thought like once I hit like my 20s I would like feel okay with having a baby and I would have my own house, and I don't have my own house, and I'm coming around on the idea of children, but it's just the fact that I'm like at that age now where I'm just like but it's just crazy that when I was like 10 I just thought those were two like massive old ages, and now I'm like 50 is an old age, 65 is an old age, 21 is young, 18 is like a fetus, you know. So the next thing I thought as a kid, which I can't be the only female that thought this, but all I wanted was to have boobs. I used to wear these little crop tops and I used to like stuff them with socks when Shelby and I would like play house, because I really wanted boobs. And my sister would always give me a weird look and I'm like, I just want boobs. And then like when I actually started growing boobs I got freaked out. The next thing that I thought as a kid was I would always like mash up my ice cream and like swirl it around and say I was making cream, and I genuinely thought that's what cream was. I thought cream was just melted ice cream, and I still like mash up my ice cream and swirl it around these days, but I know now that that's not how you make cream. Yeah, as a kid I was like convinced that was how you make cream, and I think Dad said to me once that like that's not how you make cream, and I was like, no it is, like this is how you make cream. And then the last thing that I thought as a kid was that when my dad would put petrol in the car and he would get it exactly on like $40, $50, $60, I thought that was a skill. I did not realize that you pressed in how much petrol you want to put in the car, and it automatically stops when you hit that much. But I just thought he was just like this superhero, like super wizard type person that could just get it exactly. Never ever saw Dad put the money in the keypad. I always just thought he just winged it and got it exactly on 40 every time, and it used to amaze me so much. And actually something else I thought as a kid that I didn't write down was I really liked the smell of whiteboard markers. Don't know why. I feel like as a kid you like have these weird things that you really like the smell of. And actually something else that I remember while I'm filming this as well that I thought as a kid was Mum would always buy us like luncheon from like the deli. I think it's called luncheon, the like circular meat that they cut that you can buy in like stacks. She'd always get like a slice of bread and butter and then put the luncheon in, close it, cut the crusts off, and then cut it up and give it to us. And Shelby and I were used to like deconstruct this luncheon sandwich and say we were eating pizza because we thought that pizza was deconstructed luncheon sandwiches. But I used to really like them as a kid. Super random. But yeah, those are all of the things that I wrote down and that I have thought of on the spot of things I thought as a kid. Please let me know down below. Go 3 things that you thought as a kid that now as an adult you're like, what the heck was I thinking? I would love to know that I'm not the only one who thought of weird things as a kid. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's always linked down below. Like I said, if this video does quite well and you guys do want to see a part 2, let me know and I can film that part 2 as well for you guys. And yeah, I think that is everything. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Sorry if you can hear the neighbours. They're very inconsiderate. They always just yell. Why is that bird? That bird's just got like a whole lot of plastic. Look at this bird. Like it's just got a whole heap of plastic. Like what is it gonna do with that? I get distracted very easily. It's just flown off with the plastic. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. It's not coming, that's really annoying.